Today, my one-on-one special guest says that failure is not an option, at least when it comes to public schools in America. Alan Blankstein is the award-winning author of the book with the same name. I like that name. He's also president of the Hope Foundation, and I understand that you were a troubled student at one time.
That's correct. I was. I guess I made a lot of trouble too, but that was back in the day.
And why did you write this book, Failure is Not an Option? It is so true. It really isn't.
I think that it's true for each individual child, that we really can't afford to lose them, and they can't afford to be lost, but it's also true for our whole country. I mean, if we continued in the path that we've been in for the last century, graduating, you know, a select few is where it began, and now we graduate more, but they still only graduate into low-end jobs, then we're going to fail as a nation, and that's not acceptable.
I also understand that you looked at some of the country's leaders and you used that information in this book. Tell me about that.
Well, in the new edition of that book, we did indeed, and even more so in the Answers in the Room, look at other nations and determine how it is that we stack up. But I think the important thing is that there are already, as this book says, the answers in the room, there are already answers in the classroom and, you know, in the school building. The challenge has been making that the norm.
Can you tell me very quickly, what are the answers?
Well, the answer in a nutshell is, as everybody says, it's excellent teaching, but that doesn't happen by itself and it doesn't happen independently. You really need a culture that supports it and a leadership that creates that culture. So we start with the leadership because that's the fulcrum for the change. You have great leadership and a leadership team that knows how to shift the culture, that knows how to support excellent teaching.
Now, the subtitle is 6 Principles That Guide Student Achievement in High-Performing Schools. Is this book for teachers or for parents?
It's for the school to engage the parents and the whole community. So parents also benefit from and have been included in the use of that book throughout the country. And other parts of the world, there are 300,000 copies of that book out. So many schools have used it as a basis for engaging the whole learning community and making it so that it's high performing.
And there's some very specific options in the book. Failure is not an option. 6 Principles That Guide Student Achievement in High-Performing Schools by Alan Blankstein. Thank you. I suggest that if you're an educator or if you're a parent, you might want to read this because it does have some answers. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
And we like the book.
Oh,
we like
thank
the
you.
book.
Well,
we need the book.
I'll send a box.
Okay. Thanks for being with us. Come back and visit us at 5 o'clock. Have a great day. Thank you
Thank you so much.